you so much for watching another episode of The Forum. I'm your host, Ashley Tate, here with my co-host, Christy Largent. And today we're going to be talking to some high achievers in high school. We're speaking to the FCCLA, which stands for the Family Career Community Leaders of America. And on the stage with us today, we have Ann Gabicki, okay, and Brianna Romero. And tell us who you are and what your position is. Why don't you guys start there?
I am the 2016-2017 California FCCLA State Vice President and Historian.
Wow. And you are?
I'm the 2016 Region 2 Vice President and Historian.
Awesome. And then
what is the FCCLA?
Yeah.
Tell us about the organization and where are you guys based?
Well, we are from our chapter is Pleasant Valley High School in Chico, California, and FCCLA is a nonprofit career technical student-run organization for family consumer sciences education students in grades 6 through 12, in which we develop leadership skills and skills for careers and oh my gosh.
So when you're talking about this, no. When you talk about the family consumer sciences, does this mean that you're interested in a field in that area? And what would that area include?
Well, FCCLA, you can range from like culinary and child development to interior and fashion design and all sorts of stuff like that.
And then this part of this program helps kind of move you into that career?
Yeah.
Okay, and provide the leadership skills you'll need to succeed. Is that kind of where you guys were going with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And do you meet after school or during school or how is it set up?
Yeah.
We have weekly meetings for our class representatives every Monday in our culinary classroom. And then we also have our chapter officer mixers, which is for every member at our school. And coming up on October 1st, we have our first fall region meeting of this year.
So you have meetings throughout the year?
Yeah, there's 4. You have fall meeting and then you have spring meeting, which it's basically all the competitions that you compete in. And then if you make it to the top 5, you'll move to state and then you'll compete there. And then you could win scholarships, cash prizes, trophies. And then
what are you competing in?
There's a variety of events. You have individual events, team events, and chapter events. And depending on what you want to do, say you are interested in culinary arts, you could pick an event that has to do with culinary stuff and you just compete in it. I think there's one that's table menu and planning and display. And you just set up a little menu and then you have a table with a display based on a certain theme and then you get judged on it.
And so you find those competitions out in the community, or are there other chapters of FCCLA that you go compete against? Is that how that works?
No.
Don't make me create the program. I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's more there are team competitions, but most of our competitions are individual, and there will be people from each region who can compete in them, and then if you place in the top 5, then you go on to the state level.
Okay.
But these are all under the umbrella of the FCCLA.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're competing with other FCCLA members from all over the state if you progress.
Yeah.
And then is it national also?
Some of our competitions do advance to nationals.
Wow.
And nationals this year is going to be in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh.
And this last year it was in not Riverside.
I'm
sorry. Probably not Riverside.
No,
I do want to ask you guys, kind of just to back up a little bit, and then I do want to go back to your competitions. But can you tell us a little bit about what it means to be the state or regional vice president or president, and the historian aspect of it? What are your responsibilities?
As historian, we both create
a scrapbook,
which is also a historical aspect of what we have done throughout the year.
Okay.
And so everybody can see that this is what we do and this is what we have been doing.
Oh, that's great.
And there is a competition for the scrapbook. At state, you compete it against the other regions in California, and they have first, second, and third, and you get to put it on your scrapbook that you got first, second, or third. And last year I got second on my scrapbook.
Oh,
That's a high five.
congratulations.
That's excellent.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Wow. So how many kids are involved in your club at your high school?
At our high school,
There is
about
approximately 200
Wow.
at our school.
Oh my God.
just our school.
I thought you were, wow.
When she was going, I thought she was going to say the two of us. I was like, okay. So, what is this? What is
I
this
mean,
magazine?
this is like huge. I've never heard of this. I'm like,
I haven't
I wonder,
either.
are there schools in Reading that have this club?
We're working on expanding our membership to other schools. We're trying to get schools such as Enterprise, who is jumping on board with us.
Oh,
Seems like
good. Oh, good.
it's really hard to publicize, and especially our name change, because we just switched over from FHA Hero, the California affiliate of FCCLA.
FHA is what you were? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That helps a lot. Does that help you a lot?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's all clean clear.
Okay.
So you were FHA, and now that has morphed into FCCLA.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically you're building on that FHA foundation.
Yes.
Oh, that's
that helps.
awesome. Yeah, and I think our viewers would know you as FHA.
Yeah.
Because we're
Yeah.
like, how have we never heard of this?
Yes,
yes,
It's an
yes.
awesome group.
Yeah, we just switched
Yeah.
Oh,
over
okay.
this last April.
Well, good. This is perfect timing for the show.
Absolutely.
So, what is this magazine? Like, what is this all about?
This is our Teen Times FCCLA national magazine.
Okay.
And it publicizes and tells you about all like the different national officers that there are.
Oh.
These are the national officers, and it gives you like a bio on them, and it also tells you like financial reports, and then also about like skills that you get from being an FCCLA. And actually, I brought this for
fantastic.
you if you want to keep
thank
this.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it also, we have a list of our competitions right here on page 19.
So there's a lot of
Yeah,
opportunities
there's a
for
lot.
kids to get
Yes,
involved.
there are.
What's your website, real quickly?
Our website is California and the little dash FCCLA.org.
.org. Thanks, girls, for being on. We're going to be right back with the second half of our show.
Hi, and we are back with the second half of our first segment, which we are speaking with Priscilla Burns, and she is the advisor for the FCCLA. So we're excited to hear her perspective of what this program is all about and kind of why it's here. So go ahead, you can start with telling us what you do.
I am the advisor for the Pleasant Valley High School FHA Hero FCCLA group. FCCLA transformed last April. Many people would know it as FHA Hero, and it rebranded after 71 years.
Why'd you guys do that rebranding?
I think because the roles of men and women have changed dramatically in the last 71 years.
Absolutely.
The careers available to us, and we're really excited about the rebranding of the organization to reflect the 21st century skills that it brings.
Okay. So what type of curriculum would a student expect to get if they were part of the FCCLA or they decided to join or they're thinking about it?
Well, starting in 6th or 7th grade, depending on their middle school, they might be offered a class in family and consumer sciences. They could study leadership skills, child development, career exploration, culinary, nutrition, interior design, fashion design. So there's a lot of subject matter that they could start exploring, and then as they went through high school, concentrate in one of those areas, and ultimately have a capstone class that might look like culinary art, or fashion, or retail sales, or consumer financial fitness.
So you guys kind of act as a guide to help them before they get to college, which I think is fantastic, to help them before they get to college gain the skills that they need to kind of go into that field or know if that's exactly what they want to do.
Flesh out the interest area.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
I think career and technical education is extremely valuable, almost like a pre-major.
Yes, yes.
So if we can help students understand their interest and passions in high school, they're going to be more focused in college to get those degrees and certificates,
Oh, I think this is
so they can
fantastic.
be gainfully employed.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are the biggest challenges that you see right now? Or how long have you been involved, I should say?
Oh, 34 years
Long
as
time.
an advisor. I
Okay.
started out at Durham High School
Yeah.
and went to Princeton High School.
Oh, wow.
And I've been at Pleasant Valley High School for almost 20 years.
Wow. So what are the obstacles or the difficulties that you see now in comparison?
I think still we have a stereotype of career and tech ed as for, those kids that might not be going to college, when in fact most kids need some post-secondary training.
Yeah.
And so we're for all students to get a career, regardless of when they're going to stop in that career ladder. Some will stop after an AA degree or certificates, but others are going to go on and get bachelor's degrees.
But I wonder why that's there. I mean, the name of career and technical, yes, I would think that kids may be stopping, but I think what you've mentioned about the program doesn't say anything about that. I mean, saying, interior design, that's a 4-year degree. Culinary arts, that's a 4-year degree. I mean, there's so
Dietetics,
many. Yeah,
yes.
I mean, all these things are all 4-year degrees that you're mentioning. So I hope nobody has that stereotype, because that's very interesting. Would you have thought that?
Well, and I think what I'm finding interesting is that those are skills that, regardless of what we do after high school, we need to know.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
need to know basic cooking,
Yeah.
we need basic art as far as the design end, so many of that is just basic living skills that really it's a benefit no matter what your direction is.
That's true. That's absolutely.
After
That's
school.
actually a very
How do you
good
get your kids so involved? I mean, it's amazing. You've got 2 big leaders that were on earlier.
I think we just try to harness students' passions and encourage. I really came into this profession because I have an altruistic spirit.
Yeah.
I believe in students. I believe in allowing students to find their passion and then really growing that in students. So I think that's the heart of a teacher.
Yeah.
I think it's nice that they can come into the program and do just that, is explore until they find what they like.
What is the website once again?
It is California, FCCLA.org, and then there is a national website. And all of our competitions and rules and contact information, along with great pictures of our regional officers, are on there.
Okay, on the website. So it's CaliforniaFCCLA.org. So that's a great way to check out what's happening, or if they want to support or get involved. It's exciting. Thank you for doing what you're doing. It's really neat.
Well,
and thanks for coming on, sharing it with our viewers.
My pleasure.
And we're getting ready. We're going to take one more break, and we'll come back with the second half of our show. It's been pretty interesting. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on.
Hi, and we are back with the second segment of our show, talking about kids that are high achievers in high school. And today we are here with the Enterprise Culinary Arts Program, and 2 students from this program. So Kayla Obar, which is the president of the Culinary Arts Club, and then Brooklyn Stover, who is also a student in that program. So can you guys give us a little bit of an overview of what that program is?
Of the club?
Yeah, of the club.
Yeah. So basically, we just started like a couple weeks ago, like getting people in and having meetings. But what we help the school throughout the year. Like we do like student of the month.
Oh.
We provide food and stuff for the meetings and everything.
Okay.
And we also have like a catering thing. So if anybody for our meetings, and we provide food, and we have like make little cupcakes for like students and everything. And
So how do you become the president of a club like this? Like, how is it set up?
well, I did it last year. I was the vice president, and basically, I have a passion for cooking.
Yeah.
So I've been in the class last year. I'm in 3 periods of cooking this year.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow, and that's your
pretty
senior
fun.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how about you, Brooklyn? How did you get involved?
I started last year in it, and this is my 2nd year, and I actually really like it. We do every Thursday and Friday we cook, and Fridays we do 5 ingredient challenges when we have 40 minutes, and we don't know what the ingredients are, and we have to make something out of those ingredients and present it and make it look pretty.
Oh, how does is it like on TV where they
like
actually
Top
all
Chef.
come together?
Yeah.
Is it, I mean, does that happen in your class, or do you have mostly disasters?
Well,
A little bit of
there's
both.
Groups. Yeah, we each have teams of like 4 or 5.
Okay.
And there's like sections in the classroom, and we just
we just compete.
And put it together.
As you compete as teams.
Yeah.
So do you switch teams, or is every week the same team?
It's every week the same team.
Oh.
Yeah, and we're actually in ProStart 2, the level 2 group.
Okay.
So, because this is our second year doing it, so we're like in the front of the class. We have our own separate little station.
Oh
and-
my.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
So how did you guys find out about the program, and then or I keep calling it a program, but your club, how did you find out about it? How did you know that you even had a passion for cooking, or that you were interested in it?
I knew I had a passion for cooking at a very young age.
Really?
My grandma actually taught me how to do, like, bake and everything. I just bake with her all the time. And when I was disappointed because as a freshman in high school, I wanted to do be in the class, but you can only be a junior or senior.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I had to wait for my junior year, which was last year, and it's fun for me. To learn
Can
about
anyone
all
join it? Can anyone join the program?
Yeah.
It's a class. So it's a class. You take just like you're going to take Spanish, but you take cooking.
Yeah.
Is that right?
It's a 2-period
elective,
class, yeah.
2 periods. And then do you specialize in any one kind of food, or do you learn the whole gamut over the course of the year?
We learn just basically everything about restaurant management, safety, and just nutrition.
That's
Do you
what we're
learn
working on.
do you learn the science behind cooking, like what makes a meat brown versus all that kind of stuff?
All the fancy words.
All the fancy words.
Yeah.
All the French words.
So it's pretty. You guys are pretty well known in the community for your culinary arts program, and you guys actually do catering. So people could call and say, "Hey, we want the Enterprise
Mexican
culinary
dinner.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, we have a catering menu that they can choose from.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah. Who creates the catering menu?
Yeah.
Our chef actually created it, so yeah, we just help make it with them.
And then do you guys go on site to actually help serve it, or how does the food get there and get served?
I haven't
and all
actually done that yet, but yeah.
And do you have to be a senior to do that?
No.
No. Oh no.
Just be in the class.
In the class.
Yeah.
Wow. So then, do you go on to? Are there competitions? I mean, what do you do with this knowledge that you're getting?
There is a competition we go to. You have to audition for it. There's only going to be a certain amount, and there's a cooking and then management.
Oh.
And we compete with the whole state and everything, and it's pretty much
Have you
fun.
been to the competition?
Yeah, I was in there last year, and we got second place.
What? In the state?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What was it like?
I was a part of the management, and we had to create a poster board and a layout of a restaurant and restaurant theme and everything. Yeah, and then our cooking team, you create your own menu, like an entree, appetizer, and dessert. And then at the competition, you have an hour to make it in front of judges.
Now, do you have that prepared ahead of time, or do you get there and they reveal it?
You have 1 hour to make it.
Yeah.
But do you know what you're going to make, or do you have to wait till you get? Okay, so you have it
we
planned.
practice.
We do meetings throughout the year, and we kind of practice on what we're going to be cooking and stuff.
Yeah.
How many competitions are there?
There's many competitions. We went to one last year, which was the ProStart Culinary Cup, the competition. Wow. So yeah, that was in Sacramento.
Oh, neat.
So I want to hear, because I feel like we're going to have to wrap up soon, but I want to hear what you are planning to do with this background, and what you're planning to do with this background. What are you hoping to do?
After college, or after high school, I graduate. I'm thinking about just going to Shasta College for a year in their culinary program.
Yeah.
And then I want to transfer to maybe the Art Institute.
Yes.
And since I want to own my own cafe, do business. And
Oh, I love it.
yeah.
So and what type of business do you want to do?
I just want to own my own cafe.
And because you want to be a pastry chef, right?
So I want to own it, but also bake the stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic. And what do you want to do, Brooklyn?
For me, it's funny, I was never really interested in culinary,
Yeah.
and I just joined the class, and I actually really love it now.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about changing what I wanted to do to do something in culinary
industry.
yeah.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
It's a big world. I mean, you could take what you guys are doing and start a blog or a video or a YouTube channel or anything and get going that way too.
That's right.
It's exciting. We're going to get to talk to your fearless leader, Chef James, in a minute, because we wanted to split this so that we got to see you guys, our high achievers, and then also talk to the adults who are behind it. So I was really glad. Congratulations on your work and your
Thank you.
and what you've been doing. It's awesome. We're going to take a really quick break, switch chairs, and then we'll be right back with Chef James.
Hi, and we are back with the second half of our second segment, and we're speaking with the Chef James Leedy, and I want to make sure I get executive chef for the Culinary Arts Club. And I'm sure you can tell us program club, you'll tell us a little bit more about that, right? So tell us how you got involved and how this program got started.
Well, the program started in place about 7 years ago, and we really, as a district, turned to career technical education. We were looking for pathways. We wanted to be able to integrate A to G courses and elevate students' pathways into post-secondary schools, as well as education and job fronts. So as this was put together, we decided that Enterprise in the middle of the district would be the best place to build the academy. So it was put there. This is my 4th year being there, and I've seen phenomenal things happen out of this place. We're not a home economic style course anymore. We actually teach professional chef cooking. So I came from the industry into education so that I could give them the opportunity to live what I've lived for all these years.
Wow. And you mentioned that some of your, well, you haven't mentioned it here, but off camera, you mentioned that some of your students actually are operating in the county and in the surrounding counties. Can you tell us some of the students that you've had previously that might be here? Just a little
Yes, I do have a great base of students. I have 2 students in particular. One graduated from the Cordon Bleu Culinary School and is working as a partner for a place called Cake is the Best Part.
Here in
And yes, and the owner came through our program as well. And interestingly, at Simpson University, I have 3 students that are working there. They have a new program there, and it's wonderful because it's all exhibition action style cooking, so the students can come in, choose what they want, and they're preparing it right in front of them.
Wow.
Great opportunities. And as well, I've had a lot of great success with students going to post-secondary schools. Right now at Shasta College, we're articulated with them, so they get college credit when they go there, and they're able to bypass the beginning classes that are offered and actually take the advanced classes and move up quicker and get that degree and certificate to move on. It's a wonderful partnership.
So what about the scholarship opportunities?
Well, through the California Restaurant Association, they have an educational foundation, and that's where most of it comes through. We actually have the opportunities by being part of ProStart, which is the national recognized program, of competing in many competitions. One of our greatest competitions is our state Boyd's Culinary Cup. Last year it was in Sacramento, and we placed 2nd place in the state. What's great about that is a lot of the teams that we're up against they have $15 million programs, huge amounts of money. They have celebrity chefs working with them in Southern California, and so beating out those competitions was huge for us.
Yeah, really put you on the map.
It really opened up the door to scholarships. So I have a student that's currently attending the Culinary Institute of New York at Moore College. He got a full ride scholarship.
Wow.
That was a $20,000 scholarship.
That's amazing.
We also have 3 students that received $15,000 scholarships to the Culinary Institute of New England, and another one received a $10,000 scholarship to the Culinary Institute of America.
Wow.
So great successes.
Yeah,
that says a lot, and especially in a community like ours where the resources tend to be slim, then their lives are being changed by this. They take a quote-unquote cooking class, and it changes their lives forever.
Yeah, we also have a good global outreach as well. I was able to take a team to Spain and Italy over the summer, and we've actually gone to Disney World and worked with the Cordon Bleu and got the behind-the-scenes tour of what Disney does. This year we're planning on going to Disney World so that we can compete in the 1st annual Cooks Around the World, where we get to compete internationally with cooks from all around the world there. And we're also planning a tour of France coming up.
So what if, you can tell we're loving this time. Go ahead, Ashley.
I just want to ask one thing about, you went all around the world, and I want to bring you right back to, well, not to Reading, but to our county and to our area, because the school that's at Enterprise. Now, are the other schools coming? How can they be part of this culinary program? If a student at a different
Shasta
school
or Foothill? Or
Yeah, through we have a 2-hour class. And what we do is we bus in the students from Shasta, from Foothill, and also Pioneer. So the $20,000 recipient last year was a Pioneer student. So that was a great opportunity.
Fantastic.
We have so much more to ask, but we're out of
Yeah.
time. So how can people find out more about this program or donate time, money?
Or be a part of it, yeah.
A lot of great things you can do is go to the CRAEF.org.
CRAEF.org. And with that, we are out of time. Thank you for watching today. Another great show. Thank you for being our guest,
Thank you
Chef.
very much.
And we'll look forward to seeing you next week on the forum.